Good evening, Drew.
Hey, there he is, buddy.
There I am.
Yeah.
Oh,
I I I I am looking at your little picture on Skype here,
it's a little dated.
with both of my beautiful eyes while I still have use of them.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I got having a little eye trouble tonight.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. So, before I talk about my eye problem, I want to know if I was out of line today.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So, um I
Hmm.
how do I want to get into
I
this?
don't know.
So, Paul,
Hmm.
you're a gadget
I
enthusiast.
am. I am.
You're good with computers.
Yeah, more or
Do you
less.
feel do you feel put out when people ask you for help with the computer stuff?
Oh, I fucking hate it.
Oh God, damn it. That's not the answer I was looking for.
I
Okay.
fucking hate it. I hate it. I hate doing
So
it. No.
so I'm not going to pretend that I like being asked to help with somebody's phone or help with somebody's Wi-Fi. That stuff gets annoying. Um, especially like when you solve the same problems over and over and over again for the same people. I think that gets old. But I always will put on the bravest face that I can and I will help somebody.
Okay.
But
But
do you have people in your life that are professional in a sense that they are doctors or that they are people who you're like, I could go to urgent care or I could go to the eye doctor on Monday or the
no.
dentist on Monday?
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, I do, but I don't do that. I don't do that. No, I just
You don't ask
no,
you don't ask them for help?
no, never,
God damn it.
never, never. No.
Okay. We have a mutual friend whose wife is a fantastic eye doctor, optometrist, not an ophthalmist, right?
I don't know what the difference is. So yeah,
Okay.
one of those.
One of those. So I woke up with a curious condition of my eye this morning. Now, this is a tragedy of my own making. I sleep in my contacts way more than I should.
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh. And I have been warned that is not wise.
It is not wise. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But generally, I don't have problems. Sometimes I'll wake up and my eyes are a little crusty or maybe, they're a little dry when I wake up in the morning, but generally it doesn't give me any problems. The worst thing that usually happens to me is that if I wear my contacts for many days at a time and when I finally do go to take them out, it is like removing strata from the earth. You basically I have to like peel the contacts off of my eyes. Which is not in itself a terrible sensation, but it leads to corneal rips.
Yeah.
So I have ripped my cornea on a few occasions.
Fuck Drew. No, just don't sleep in them.
Just let me finish. But that's not what this is.
Okay.
So I woke up this morning and my eye was itchy, and I thought, okay, my contacts are dry, whatnot. But I got up and I had a thing to do that we're going to talk about here in a minute. But by the mid-afternoon, I'm like, okay, my eye hurts. Like it hurts.
Oh no.
Now, it's not sensitive to light.
Okay.
It's not sensitive to light. So I immediately ruled out like a corneal tear because usually like that's when my eye like hurts if I'm like in a well-lit area, and I was in a very, very well-lit area today. So I really wasn't sure what was going on, and my eye is very red. You would be mistaking for thinking that it's pink eye, but it hurts. So I was like, it's Saturday night, we're out to dinner. My wife's like, your eye does not look good. And like, she has to like sit across from me, and it's hard to eat around me because I'm just not a good looking person. But when someone's eye is super gross, I can only imagine like she has to stomach that in addition to like the rest of me when she's trying to eat, right?
Okay.
So I thought, should I text our friend and ask her like what I should do? And I hemmed and I hawed and I tried to put it off, but as the night went on, I'm like, man, my eye like really hurts. So I did it, and now I feel like super scummy about it.
As
Because
well,
like I don't
you
want to Google it.
should.
Yeah, I don't want to Google it because it's not like Googling like
Yeah.
how to write an async fucking method in C#, right? This
Okay.
is like
Mhm.
this is my eyes. I need these. They're my special eyes. They're
Mhm.
mine.
Mhm.
So I'm out of bounds, huh?
I think so. Yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah. If
Huh.
you don't have a professional relationship with that person, do not ask them for their professional opinion.
Well,
That's-
okay,
that's-
but
there we
hold
go.
on. But hold on. Now here okay, so that's an interesting aspect. I'm glad you brought that up. I have been reluctant to switch to this person as my eye doctor because I feel like going to them in a professional capacity
Well,
is itself a boundary.
That's the
cross.
thing. You don't want to do that with friends. Yeah. So just like
Right.
let them like ask them about the weather and how about them Mets, but like
Oh no,
not-
we
not-
we,
not-
we
not-
do stuff.
but
Like
not,
we do
not
stuff.
What's wrong with my eye? Yeah, don't do
Yeah,
that.
no, we do stuff outside of talking about my weird eyes. I want to be 100% clear about that. I'm not absolving myself of any wrongdoing here. I'm just adding maybe a little more context that makes it doesn't sound quite as scummy. Huh. Okay. Well, I learned something tonight.
As well, you should have you learned it a long time ago.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, I am as my God made me. Okay. Like
Okay.
I can't help it. Okay, we got some stuff to talk about.
Uh-huh.
Before we dive into I forgot to add a topic here.
Okay.
So I want to talk about that in a minute, but quick follow up.
Okay.
I did listen back to last episode.
Okay.
Just generally because I was curious about how everything sounded with the menagerie
Yeah.
of 2/3 of that show being remote. And I enjoyed it. Eric is always a delight.
Yeah, it didn't sound horrible. I mean, it
No.
wasn't our normal quality, but it was fine. It was fine.
It was definitely better than the first time we did that.
Uh-huh. Oh, yes. yes. 100%.
Yeah, good stuff. I did hear from a couple people who said, that like I'm a weirdo because of all the underwear stuff. And I told them to email us so we can discuss.
Okay.
So we may be getting some emails about underwear and working out.
Okay.
But another quick little piece of show business. You sent me an email.
Uh-huh.
That's no. The text is related to the next topic.
Okay.
You sent me you forwarded me an email, and I'm gonna read the email to you.
Okay.
Okay. Hold on, let me find it.
Okay.
Let me find it.
Okay. If it's what I think it is, I understand. I know why now, but
Okay.
Okay.
It was a forward from YouTube.
From YouTube.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But when you forwarded me the email, the only things you wrote in all caps were ha 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 ha.
That is true. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny.
Describe what happened here, because I'm not sure that I fully understand.
We got decontented, Drew. They took down one of our shows. YouTube did.
one of our 250 shows.
YouTube took it down. They took it down without mercy. Just gone.
So why?
Episode 57 is no longer. I think it's 57.
56.
Okay, because we had a link to astraltabletop.com.
Which is what?
That used to be a virtual tabletop role-playing game thing.
Oh, I just clicked on that link.
Yes, they went out of business.
Whoa.
They went out of business. And somebody bought their domain, and now it's like a scummy slot machine website.
Oh, God.
So that's why we got decontented.
Wow. I'm not sure this is either really bad English or really good AI. Wow, that is a link.
Yeah.
It doesn't even have a domain name. It just goes to an IP address. Holy
Oh yeah,
shit.
look at that. Even a port number too.
Uh-huh.
Oh wow.
Oof. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
they did us a favor.
Yeah, that's I just thought our podcast, just like no, take it down.
Wow.
Mhm.
Just wow.
Mhm.
But you sent me that email. So that's interesting. If you are the kind of
Mhm.
person that finds us on YouTube, like
Mhm.
other people who leave shitty comments on our
Mhm.
videos, just understand that there may be a gap in your
Mhm.
your
Mhm.
continuity
Mhm.
that you're going to have to go to an actual podcast platform to listen
Yes,
to us.
yes.
But you also sent me a
I
text.
did send you a text.
Yeah. Okay. So, okay.
You got to read the text in its entirety.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
This text came out of the blue
It did
a week ago.
because I was doing the thing at the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Paul,
Mhm.
I convinced Paul to watch The Wire.
He did.
And previous listeners of the show will tell you that you had finished season 1. You were almost done with. I think you had just finished season 2.
Yeah, and I was getting to
and you were getting ready to do season 3, but you were taking a break because you were killing demons in Diablo.
Mhm.
And I think there was something else you were doing
I
too.
don't know. I'm doing all kinds of things, Drew. I'm a very busy man.
Before I read this text though, I meant to ask you: are you still doing Family Dinner Time, Buffy?
Yes.
How's that going?
It's going very well. We're into season 4, which is not my favorite season, but it's good. The kids are enjoying it. Everyone's it's fun.
Okay.
It's fun. I like it. It's a good rewatch. It's good watching with people that haven't seen it before. Yeah.
I really owe it to you to watch that show.
I'm gonna finish The Wire, then you're gonna feel guilty. So just saying.
Paul, I've already felt guilty twice during this podcast. So guilt is not a wholly unfamiliar thing to me. Okay. Anyway, digressing.
Mm-hmm.
The text you sent me on Saturday, September 7th at about 5:00 in the evening.
Yeah.
I finished season 3 of The Wire this afternoon, and all caps, holy shit! Exclamation marks! Exclamation mark! So, what do you say we talk about The Wire a little bit?
Let's do it.
All right, spoiler horn.
Spoiler
maybe,
horn.
I don't know.
Just skip to the next chapter if you don't want to be spoiled
Okay.
for season 3 of The Wire.
Hey nerds, there's gonna be spoilers.
So, before I ask you your thoughts on everything that happened during season 3, have you started season 4?
I've watched 3 episodes of season 4.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Uh-huh.
What do you think? What do you think about all that?
Shit, fuck, Drew.
Yeah,
fuck.
shit went sideways, huh?
Shit went completely sideways. I never saw the Stringer and Avon dual betrayal coming in a million years. And then you start seeing it build up slowly, and you're like, no, this ain't gonna happen. No, this ain't gonna happen. Oh my God, it fucking happened. Yeah.
Well, whenever I knew that it was going to come back to haunt Stringer when he gave sort of the green light to get D killed in prison while Avon was in prison.
Yeah.
And that happens back in season 2. But then, Avon gets out of jail, he comes back, and there's a new sort of player in the Baltimore drug trade known as Marlo. Yes. And Stringer is, for all, like, season 3 has a lot of interesting subplots. Again, I think it's one of the best seasons of The Wire between that and season 4. That and I'll let you decide once you finish season 4. But there's a lot of interesting subplots that happen in season 3 of The Wire. One of them is that all of the sort of warring factions of the Baltimore drug trade, like East Side versus West Side, they all come together into the co-op, and they essentially run it as like almost like a nonprofit like organization, right? They have like rules,
Parliament
order, and they take
whatever that
meeting
rule of
notes.
order book is. Like
yeah. And then like later on in the show, even Stringer's like, why Shamrock's taking notes. He's like, "Are you fucking taking notes on a criminal conspiracy?"
Yeah. Oh.
But he sort of unites everybody except for one person, who's another West Side drug player known as Marlo, and that ends up kind of like culminating in a war. And again, this is the brilliance of the show, because while all that is going on, what else is going on, Paul?
Well, there's the whole Hamsterdam plot.
I know. Which that itself was enough to make that season crazy.
It was, yeah.
So explain what happens there.
So basically, I can't remember what his name is.
Bunny.
Yeah. No. The police dude. Is that his name?
Bunny Colvin.
Okay. So he decides he's retiring, and he decides they're getting pressure to keep crime down because it's an election year, right? So they're getting lots of political pressure. He's retiring in a few months, and he decides he really wants to have clean corners, as he calls it. So he basically makes drugs legal in 3 really rundown places and pushes all the drug dealers into these havens. And like, I mean, granted, he took shit for it, but it actually fucking worked. So
yeah, that's the thing, right? He sort of like pushes the drug trade into 3 designated zones in his district. And at first, again, everybody's sort of like reluctant to go along with it. He's trying to find the right people, you know, to make it work. And eventually it does start working. And the community, like his district, actually sees a drop in violent crime and like things are good. But the reality is it's like pure hell in those designated drug zones.
Yeah.
So there's that. But there's one other critical subplot during season 3 that sort of happens.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to look. I'm also have a fever, so my brain is a little a little off.
We could have canceled tonight.
That's okay. I'm here. I want to talk to you about the fucking Wire.
Okay.
God damn it. Okay. So there's the politics subplot. Is that
it's our first appearance of our dear city councilman Tommy
Carcetti, yes.
Which, you know, fans of shows such as Game of Thrones would recognize him, and he plays a not all honest and what's the right word I'm looking for? An honest to goodness politician. He definitely has his his problems.
Yes, 100%.
But he plays that character very well.
He does. Yes.
Yeah. So there's that. But there's one other important dynamic that happens in season 3.
Okay. Hold on. Thinking about it. There's politics, there's Amsterdam, there's the drugs. There's all the shit with the disposable cell phones.
Yeah, and how they finally crack that inner ring. Yeah.
All right, what am I missing? I'm missing something.
Well, it's the unit, right? So the police unit.
Yeah.
So as season 3 starts, right, they're not really getting a lot done. And McNulty, fuck up that he is, right? He finally works his way back into the unit in season 2. And he just got this huge hard-on for Stringer. He knows Stringer's the most important guy to go for. He can't convince his superiors to go after it. But there's an important dynamic there that will be very important in later seasons, and that is he sort of convinces Kima to like join his little crusade.
Yeah.
And it really pisses off, Lieutenant Daniels, who, is stars continuing on the rise. But they finally changed targets and target Stringer.
Yeah.
But it takes McNulty being a total shitheel to get it done.
It does, yeah. And then he goes back to being a beat cop at the end.
Yeah, so that's the interesting thing, right? Is that at the very end of the show, they finally are getting ready to nail Stringer. Like they accumulate the evidence, they finally get his cell phone number.
Yeah.
Again, it goes back to that betrayal thing that you talked about, where they get the number and they catch him on. They finally catch him because they've been trying for 3 seasons to catch Stringer in the same room or talking about drugs. They finally catch him, and then
he gets his ass shot.
Yeah, he gets blasted by
brother and Omar.
And Omar uniting 2 people that were pitted against each other.
Yeah.
They corner him and blast him down.
Yep.
And that is one of the best episodes when he's stuck in that building and they're there, and and Omar's the one that tells him that Avon's the one that gave you up.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's just poetry. And then, of course, that almost derails the police investigation. Of course, McNulty takes it very personally to can't bust Stringer.
Mm-hmm.
But then he actually uses Stringer's intelligence that he gave to Bunny Colvin to then raid on Avon's place and send Avon back to prison forever, basically.
Yeah, just about when they were going to go to war, too, with Marlowe. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But that only leaves one major player in West Side Baltimore drugs now.
That's Marlowe.
And that's Marlowe Stanfield, which now, as you're getting into season 4, you're seeing that Marlowe is starting to really hit his stride.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Man, a great season, though. Great people in the show. A lot of subplots. Again, all tying together, in the middle of it. Just what a phenomenal show. What else am I missing? What else did you like about that season?
No, it was good. It was really, really good. I enjoyed. It is interesting. I think you kind of gave me a little you have all these individual groups, and then their worlds kind of just gently crash into each other at points. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just really good. The writing's good, the acting's good. Yeah, it's good, so good.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Idris Elba won't be in the show going forward, but almost all the other major characters are. I'm trying to think if there were any other interesting things that sort of happened during that season. Herc and Carver finally get fed up.
Yeah.
They get tired of drawing all the shit details, so they're going to go on their own.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you might have already seen that in season 4, where now Carver's like a sergeant.
Yes.
Right.
And and Herc is protection detail
chauffeuring
for the mayor.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. So season 4 is really interesting because as I think you've seen, it sort of focuses on these young kids as school is getting ready to start. Yeah. It's also going to focus on the election is also going to be very important. And there's also a really important character that shows up, and that's Cuddy. The guy that gets out of prison.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you've met him yet. Maybe I'm giving something away, but it's the boxer guy.
Oh, yeah. He got out in the 3rd season, and
he did.
Yeah, and he set up his
that's right.
ring.
That's right. He sets up the boxing ring. His role expands greatly in season 4.
Yeah,
that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really glad you're enjoying it, man. So
it's good.
You're a few into season 4, huh?
Yeah, I've already watched a few episodes. I'm just gonna keep going. Just keep going.
Oh, you're almost there, man. Mm-hmm. I'm really glad that you're liking it, though. It's very important to me that you like it.
Yeah, it's good. It's really, really good. Is there just 5 seasons?
Just 5.
Okay.
And 5 isn't bad. It's just that coming off the highs of 3 and 4, 5's just a little bit of a letdown.
Got it.
And I say that just because I don't hate how the show ends. I don't know. It's one of those things where I think there's been very, very few pieces of media that I've watched that I felt have wrapped up really well. Honestly, the one that I look at that I'm really happy with how it ended was Mad Men. I thought that they totally nailed the ending of Mad Men.
Never watched that.
Oh man, that's such a great show. I don't know if you would like that one as much though. I don't know.
The Wire's good.
Maybe I'm wrong.
It's good.
Okay. So since you told me you have a fever, let's fire through these next few things.
Sorry, man. I've been sick. Oh, yes, since yesterday.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. You should have told me. We could have.
I wanted to talk to you about The Wire. This is for me, Drew. For me.
Okay. All right.
For me. Oh, that's all right. I'm medicated up. I'll be. I'm gonna go to bed as soon as we're done.
All right. Well, let's blast through these.
Okay.
Things. All right. I made a purchase, as we do here.
Okay, as we're wont to do. Yes.
Yeah. I bought a drone.
Okay, I'm curious. It's the one I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay. Well, let's play a little game. Which one do you think that I bought?
Is it the new little DJI one?
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
Yep.
So, a drone is something that I have sort of wanted. I've wanted here, so I won't bury the lead. I'll put a link in the show notes to the one that I bought here. So this is the one that I bought.
Oh, the
Mini Pro 4.
Okay.
Cute little guy. A drone has been something I've had like a passing interest in ever since we did like the HASP thing, right?
Yeah.
Because our friend that helped us do it, he had one and took footage the day that we launched it, successfully. And yeah, it's been something I've wanted, but I've never been able to sort of justify it because I really haven't had a need. But there have been a few things that have come up in the past few weeks where it's like, man, I really wish I had a drone for this reason. So let me give you the two main reasons. So the first reason is that, as I've talked about here, probably way too much, is I'm way back into shooting right now.
Okay, yeah.
And when you're shooting at targets at 300, 400, 500 yards away on paper sometimes, especially in the summertime, when there's like a lot of mirage and haze and things, it's really fucking hard to see like where you hit.
I never thought of that. Yeah.
So I bought a drone a couple weeks ago and I went to the shooting range with my friend and we were shooting at paper targets, not steel, at 300 yards. And in when it's hot outside, and you're looking through either your scope or a spotting scope or a pair of binoculars, there's that like mirage type haze that like you kind of see like the heat rising off of the ground when you're trying to see something, and it's magnified at greater distances. And when you're trying to look at a hole that's very 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 small on a piece of paper at that distance, it's really hard. So I busted out the drone and we basically sent it 300 yards down range without having to walk down there or stop what we were doing and go all the way down there and then come all the way back and everything, and basically look at where the targets were hitting. So that in itself was a really, really useful thing. But the other thing I used it for, and I just used it for this today, is I usually help out with live streaming of events at the gym I belong to.
Mm-hmm.
And we were able to use the drone in the live stream today.
Oh, okay.
So let's talk about it, right? Because I'm actually really, really, really fucking impressed with about how all this stuff works. So before I talk for 15 minutes, any questions about this or anything that you're kind of curious about, or
how big is it? I know it's mini. Like, I guess I gotta look at the specs.
So So first of all, the interesting thing about the Mini Pro 4 is that it is designed to get even smaller, meaning that when you want to store it away, the arms that hold the rotor blades fold up.
Okay.
So when I want to fly it, I take it out of its little case and you have to unfold the legs that have the rotors on them before you fly. But the actual body of the thing is about the same width dimension of like an iPhone.
Okay.
It's not very big. Now it's thick, right?
Right.
Like it's tall. It again, I would say that it probably has like the thickness of like an Xbox 360 controller or something. Okay. I'm looking around my office for things that aren't that to try to describe. Gosh, what would yeah, I mean, it's not very big. It really, really isn't. Like, the bulk of it is the battery. Like, you put the battery in its butt, right? Like, you shove the battery in its butt, and it's like a decent size, like, lithium ion, almost looks like a camcorder battery, quite frankly, where it goes in the back of it. And then you unfold the legs, and you tell it to take off, and it just goes. And then when you're done, you put it all back together. So, it's not very big at all. Like, I'm sure you probably have seen other drones that are a decent size across or have really fixed rotor blades. This thing is designed to be as compact as possible, and it does very, very well, I think, in terms of durability and how big it actually is.
Cool.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you scroll down on that page, you'll see like a human holding it in their hand, all folded up. It's really not very big. But the quality of it, like the image quality, does 4K video or really, really nice pictures. The camera on it is very, very impressive, actually.
Do you still shove your phone into the controller?
You don't have to. Okay, so that's the first thing, right? So when I went to buy this thing, there's a couple different packages that you can get. The cheapest version of this is you get the drone and you get a remote. Now the remote on the cheap version has like the 2 control sticks for flying it. And then you can basically like clip your phone on it to act as the screen. And like that app sort of controls it. Or you can buy the deluxe package where the screen is built into the controller and you don't have to use your phone at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and the other nice thing is that if you buy that upgraded package, you also get extra batteries. So like I bought this package from Micro Center, and it wasn't like it was like a bunch of different things bundled together. It was literally one box from DJI, who makes the drone, that had the drone, the upgraded flight controller, 3 batteries, and a carrying case and charging cables.
Okay.
And what's really nice is that they also included like a battery dock that can charge all 3 batteries.
Nice.
So it's not, so it's not like you need to like take a battery out, charge it, take a battery out, charge it, take a battery out, charge it. Like you charge all of them at the same time. And you can even daisy chain charging the flight controller thing, because that has an internal battery too that, as far as I know, cannot be swapped. So I like that has its own internal like battery system that also needs charged. Now I've never flown a drone before, but the software on this thing, even though it is powered by Android on the remote app, is pretty good. I don't know if you've ever flown one of these things before.
I have. Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like literally like you unpack the thing, you set it on the ground, you tell it to take off, and it remembers where it took off from. So you fly it around, and when you're done, you literally hit another button, which again, the upgraded flight controller thing is not just a screen that displays what the drone is looking at. It's also touchscreen.
Okay.
So you literally tap the screen and it says, hey, come back to where you took off from, and it just does it for you, right? It fully stabilizes itself in flight. The camera's on a gimbal. It's very stable. It's awesome. Like the actual software that drives this thing is pretty freaking good. Like it does a phenomenal job. And I haven't even like begun to explore all the features yet. So like today I was playing with the waypoint functions because there were definite spots that I wanted it to go back and forth from during the event. So I thought that was pretty cool, where I would like fly it to a place, have it remember that waypoint, fly to another place, have it remember that waypoint. And instead of like manually flying it back there, like I literally just say, hey, go back to this other spot. And it's like zing, and it just like goes. Yeah, it's really good. It's like surprisingly good. And like the software has like built-in streaming capabilities to where like if you have a streaming service that you want to send it to, like it's already built into that. You can like, it really integrates well with things like Streamlabs or OBS or anything like that. So it wasn't that hard to set up. The flight time is really good. The batteries last, for a decent amount, even though it's a smaller drone. It has like obstacle sensing, and it knows when it's near stuff. It's very easy to control. Very, very easy to control. Yeah, no, it's really freaking good. Like I like this thing a lot, and now it's just like, what else can I use it for?
Yeah.
But it's also interesting too, because I guess that there's talk of like banning these drones in the US now.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Because I'm not gonna lie, brother. When you're setting this thing up, it's extremely Chinese. Like it is extremely Chinese. Everything defaults to Chinese locations. I had to install the app on my phone, and it needs a lot of permissions. And I was like, I don't know about this. So, but you need it if you need it if you want to transfer pictures and stuff off of it. So it's like, I don't know about all this, but I'm using an SD card now. Yeah. But I gotta say, like the software is actually like really good, and I feel like that's part of what you pay for with these things, because I know you can buy drones cheaper than you can buy from like DJI, but these are like I'm like legitimately impressed at how smooth and easy it is to control, the quality of the pictures and video that it takes. The features of the app is also just really, really, really good. So it's really, really interesting. So
cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I would send you a
yep.
I would send you a link of, like I said, we used it today for a competition at the gym I go to, and it worked. It worked great. Unfortunately, that video has already been taken down by YouTube because we play live music at the event, and Sony Music Entertainment doesn't like that. So the video is already not available to show you. So
YouTube decontenting for everybody. Yep.
Yeah. But it was really cool. Everybody was like, what is that thing? And like people were like freaking out about it. But I'm like, it's fine. It's me. The other thing. The gym I go to is also very near an airport. So I got to learn about all the rules and all the things you have to do to be able to fly near airports. Yeah. So that was fun too. But I mean, again, that's where the app makes it easy. It's like, hey, do you want to unlock this thing? Fill out this form real quick and make sure your serial number's accurate. Submit it. How long do you need it for? Great. Now you can take off. Otherwise, it doesn't even let you take off, which is interesting.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's, again, all controlled by the app. You do need to be on Wi-Fi for that to happen, though, because I guess it has to like send stuff to the government on the internet. Yeah. Any other questions about that?
None. I'm jealous.
Yeah. I'm enjoying my drone.
I kind of want one, but I don't need one. But
I mean, I could argue that I don't need one either, but I have used it for these two use cases, and I will probably use it for more shooting videos that we do. But we'll see. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. I mean, it was expensive. Not as expensive as like the bigger professional drones at GGA.
Yeah.
So I would say that this is still, even though it has pro in the name, this is very much an entry level thing. And it totally suits my needs. Like, I'm not a professional videographer or anything like that, but okay. I don't really know how to talk about this next one.
Okay. You might get me disappointed.
I mean, any more disappointed than you already are in me in this podcast, or? So as you know, I went to visit my parents last week.
Okay. Yeah.
And my dad and my mom both enjoy coffee very much.
Okay.
My mom is a Keurig person. Like, she likes to make Keurig coffee. She lives by herself. Like, no shade in that. Like, if that's the coffee you like and it's easy for you, I'm all for that. My dad, on the other hand, traditionally is a go get coffee person. Like, go to Starbucks or go to some other local coffee shop or something like that. But he surprised me. Paul, because when I was visiting him, he has an espresso machine.
Oh.
And I really liked the coffee that it made.
Okay.
So I bought an espresso machine.
Oh, you sucker.
I know. Do you want me to try to explain myself, or are we good?
Link. Okay. I want to see what you bought.
Okay. I didn't go overboard.
Okay. As well, you should not.
Yeah, I did not go overboard on this. Okay, so let's talk about the why. I really like my fully automatic TKO2. Okay, from Terra Cafe. I love that machine. It's great. It's a pain in the ass to clean. I love the beans that I can buy for it. It makes a great Americano. It makes a great espresso. But some mornings I don't want to futz with it. I don't want to clean it. I don't want to do anything. And it's also not a great machine for entertaining, that I found. Okay, unless it's somebody who is like a coffee snob, or somebody who really enjoys a good Americano or just a shot of espresso. I need a better mechanism to brew more fuller cups of coffee.
Okay. So which one of these did you buy?
I bought... Oh, it didn't take you right to it?
No.
I bought the Nespresso Vertuo Pop Plus.
Vertuo Pop Plus. Okay.
Yes. It is not pink.
Okay.
I just got the black one because I'm done with white coffee makers.
Okay.
So what is this thing? For people who don't know, this is a pod-based delivery system.
Okay, so it's not espresso, it's Nespresso.
It's Nespresso. It is not true espresso. I will fully admit that.
Okay.
It is a I'm going to be the kindest way that I can describe it to you is that it is a more highfalutin Keurig machine.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's exactly the market they're going for with those.
Yeah, that it is up. You're being upsold the Keurig lifestyle with probably slightly better flavors, I think, at the end of the day. Yeah, that's probably the most charitable way I can describe it, although it does make a lot of foam that I like. So yeah, I ended up buying one of these. We were at Target for other unrelated reasons a week ago, and I was walking past other machines that you have bought in the similar section of Target, and I saw one, and I looked at the price, and I said, yeah, I could do that. And now I'm in the hell of buying the little pods for it, which that's where they get you.
Mm-hmm.
But so far so good.
Okay.
The water reservoir is comically small.
Yeah.
Like you're lucky to get two cups of coffee out of that reservoir. It's not very big. So it is not a big machine at all. It is right next to my other espresso machine. I use them both. I'm not giving up on the TKO2. It's just that some days I want one and I don't want to futz around with it, and some days I want something a little fancier, right?
And hey, you don't have to deal with an actual real espresso machine because they're a giant pain in the ass.
I mean, my TKO2 is a huge pain in the ass to clean. It really is. Like, that's the only thing I don't like about it. We've talked about that before. It's a great machine. I love the fact that I can, like, you know, I can go to trade. I can get like a really good bag of beans that are recently roasted. I let those things sit in there. I can brew something up. I can fiddle with the settings if I'm into it. But some days I just want to walk out, grab my little vanilla coffee thing, and go. That's it. Like,
okay.
It all depends on how I'm feeling that day. So, am I terrible? Is this terrible?
I mean, it is, but everybody does it, so who cares? Yeah.
You don't do it.
I don't do it. No, I don't do it. I don't do it.
You don't do it.
I'm not a. You know, I am really haven't used the special machine too much. I'm loving filter coffee, loving it.
How are you making it?
I two ways. If I'm kind of sleepy and I don't want to think about it, I'm still using my Clever Dripper, which is just it's basically just water, coffee, stir, time, done. But I've also been playing around with doing pour overs with my V60 again. So,
ooh, you know, that's not. I mean, I still have my AeroPress. I think I do have like my carafe for doing pour overs, but I just haven't done those in forever.
Yeah, I'm not convinced I'm getting any better quality coffee out of the pour over than I am with the Clever Dripper, but I do feel like a fancy Duchess. So,
well, that's yeah.
Like, look at me, whoa, little swirls.
Oh, little swirls. Okay, I think we would be remiss if we didn't close out this episode talking about the recent Apple event that I know nothing about.
Oh shit!
I know nothing about. I don't know where I was that day. I just wasn't there when all this went down.
Have you ordered any? Have you ordered anything yet?
No.
Oh shit! I've ordered so much. True.
Okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna let you do your thing. Go.
There's a new Apple Watch, the Apple Watch 10. It's thinner. It's bigger screen. Yay. They updated the non-pro AirPods.
The non-pro. Okay, talk to me about this.
So they're the AirPods 4. They're about the same shape as the AirPods 3, but the case is a little smaller. But for $50 more now, you can get that style of AirPod with active noise canceling.
Oh, you don't need the ones that go in ear anymore?
No.
I'm ordering these right fucking now.
They do tell you that like the pros with the silicon tip are like, they basically say that they get 2 times active noise canceling with those. But did I ever tell you about my panic attack and my AirPods Pros?
No.
Okay, Drew, this is what happened to me. It actually changed my entire life, so I had to change everything.
Oh no.
I had one of the plastic ear tips detach from the AirPod while it was in my ear.
Oh, and then it laid eggs in your brain like a cockroach.
Yeah. And I could not get it out, and I had a little bit of I had a full on panic attack. It was not great. I was absolutely freaking out.
How did you get it out?
Either my wife or my daughter. The details are vague.
Couldn't you just like hold your nose and like blow?
I could not. I don't know. So
wow.
Now I'm super. Now I have another fear of things being in my ears. So I had to like change like the earplugs that I use.
I think that's I think that's a legitimate fear.
Yeah, yeah. So I didn't like it. I don't want to happen again. So I'm actually happy. Like they have all the same features of the Pros: noise canceling, transparency mode. And the transparency mode is actually the one I'm most excited about. That way, if someone starts talking to me in my house when I'm listening to my podcast, at least I don't have to do that thing where I stop my podcast, take an AirPod out, and go, "Pardon." So, yeah. And then there's new iPhones. Ta-da!
Okay, so what did you order then?
I ordered. Hold on. I mean, okay. Well, I can tell you. I ordered my daughter a pair of the AirPods 4 without noise canceling. She didn't want that, but she has like old AirPods. It's like it's time, girl. I bought myself a pair with the active noise canceling. I bought myself 2 new watch bands.
Hold on.
A new sport band in gray because I wanted a gray band.
The Sport Loop.
Yeah.
Is that the nylon one?
No, it's like the rubber one.
Okay.
I bought a new trail loop, the one that's Velcro. That's just for the Ultra. Oh, yeah. The Ultra is in black now. That's another thing. Now they also have this other watch band, Drew, that I really, really want to get, but I want to see in person first because I don't want to buy the wrong size and make sure it actually like looks good. But they have. Okay, yeah. So I bought the
braided solo loop.
I bought a blue trail loop. I bought a.
Oh, that's nice.
Stone gray sport band is what I bought. Stone gray because I wanted something simple and gray. But they have new. Let me find the right one. No, where's the ones that are just for the Ultra? They have link incoming. If I can get to the right tab.
Sure.
It is that's a URL Apple way to go.
The fine woven
99 a natural titanium Milanese loop.
Oh.
Now apparently the buckle is designed for people who go scuba diving because it's really secure. But I just like the look of that. I think it looks real fancy with the Ultra. So
that does look really nice.
Yeah. So I don't know what size to get. I'm either a medium or a large. And I kind of just want to go into the store and figure out. I'm sure both of them would probably work for me. It's just how much extra band I have left. So I want to see which one is actually. Like,
I even like the black. Honestly.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool.
So I want to buy one of those. Yeah.
Wow. Is that out right now? No, October. No. Holy cow.
Yeah, they're already they originally were shipping like next week, but they must not have a lot of them or demand is super high or both. But
yeah, I mean both of my fancy Duchess watches are metal, like, bracelets, and there is something to that. Like the extra weight and heft is actually pretty nice.
Yeah. I think it looks nice. Yeah,
it does look nice. What else did you get?
Order 2 iPhones.
All right, let's talk about it. Which ones did you do?
I bought myself a 16 Pro in white, and my wife got a 16 Pro Max in black.
Wow. So I was looking at the difference. I mean, other than the colors, I guess
it's a good year for the non-pro phone.
It really is.
Yeah.
But do you know what the one major difference is that I saw?
The 5X camera.
And there's one other thing.
Battery? I don't. What is the other thing?
The screen is.
Oh yeah, it's not OLED. It's 60 hertz, and it's not always.
It's 60 hertz.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. They gimped it just enough to make you want the Pro. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
So you got the 16 Pro in white, huh?
Mm-hmm. I'm with white.
Let me look at that. Is it more silver? Oh no, there's definitely a silver.
Yeah, there's well, the white has like the pure silver titanium bands. The natural looks like the Apple Watch Ultra. That natural kind of goldy, light gold or stark silver titanium. Yeah, then there's desert titanium, which is brown.
Ooh, yuck. Well, I don't know. Well, hold on. Is it gold or is it brown?
Yes, dude. I've seen pictures on the internet where it looks both. So it's one of those weird Apple colors, depending on the light.
I mean, on the website right now, it definitely looks. It looks more tan than anything. The natural titanium, I dig. I dig that natural titanium color. Honestly, I mean, black is also good. I don't know. White is growing on me though.
I went with the white. I went back to, I went hard. I got like the blue iPhone 14 or whatever color it was. I got the midnight air, and I kind of regret it. I'm just going back to the natural, like white and silver. That's the Apple for me.
That's the Apple for you. And wifey Jennifer got the 16 Pro, huh?
Yeah, the Pro Max, so the big one, the big
boy,
Max
Pro
Club.
Max.
She's in the Max Club. Yeah, she likes the big
good for
phone.
her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Good.
Yeah.
So like, why would I want this? Because I'm almost due.
And for me, the big reason I upgraded this year was I want to make sure that I can play around with the Apple Intelligence features when they ship later, right? Like you have to have a 15 Pro or newer to be able to do that, and on a 14, that's not something I had, so I wanted to do that. And I'm actually kind of excited about the camera control button.
There's another button. Explain.
There's another button. So last year they switched the mute volume thing to an action button, a button you can press and it will do whatever you want. So on the other side where the lock button is, they added a new button called the capture control button. And it is part touch sensitive control and part like physical button. So if you push it, it launches whatever camera app you want. You can push firmly on the button to actually click it for real. It'll take a picture. You can swipe your finger on it to do like zooming in and out. You can do kind of like a half push to get to a menu to change different photo settings or things like that. So it's basically trying to turn I sent it to my wife is trying to turn it to a point and shoot camera, right? Like take out, push button, take picture, which does. So that the interesting thing about the button is it has made the case situation interesting this year.
Ooh. Well, that was going to be my question. Are you going to rock a case?
Yeah, I bought one of the, let me see if I can find it. I bought a Beats. Yes, the famous headphone company is making cases now. Which is weird because it's still just Apple. But the cases, the Apple and Beats cases, they're shipping with, of course, because they're Apple and they're fancy, they're shipping with a piece of sapphire that sits over top of the button that provides the touch sensitivity and enough give to be able to push the button, where other case manufacturers are just like, we're making a hole. So let me find the cases and protection. Where are the Beats?
Yeah, let me see that.
That's this is the Pro Max style, but it's good enough. This is the color I bought, the Summit Stone, which is going to get just covered in human filth. I just know it already.
Okay, let's take a look at this.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I do like the color.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do like the color too. That kind of cream.
That's not blue.
No.
Apple, that's not blue. Right? That's green.
It's kind of, yeah.
So where's the sapphire thing?
So it's on the right side of the case under the action button. They don't show it to you in any of the photos. They don't. They don't.
Well, that's lame.
But Apple is actually putting like a real button for you to click in their case, where all the other case manufacturers are just leaving a big hole, which is fine. Big holes are fine.
Yeah, throw that one in there.
Title.
Yeah.
So the fine woven cases are gone, just gone.
Yeah. Those were not a good experiment, right?
No, they were not. No, I think there's still like a fine woven like wallet or something that you can buy, but the cases are gone. Yeah. So I did my annual tithe to Apple this year. So yeah.
Wow. Good for you though, buddy. Yeah. I mean, I'm still rocking the 14 Pro. I'm about due. Like my battery just isn't where it needs to be right now anymore. And I don't know how to do anything about that. And I'm with you. I really want to try the Apple Intelligence stuff.
They're so gosh darn expensive.
Yeah, I'm just generally curious what they're charging. So I want a 16 Pro. I don't want the big boy. How do I pre-order 16 Pro. I like that natural titanium. I really do. 128 is all I need. No trade in. I mean, it's $1,000.
Yeah.
And I mean, for an extra $100, I can get a little more space.
Yeah, I've been doing the 256 now for a bit, but
I mean, Apple Care is the expensive part.
Yeah.
Which I almost feel like you almost have to do these days.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's a good question because I was stupid and I, subsidized the phone through AT&T. I'm genuinely curious if like I'm eligible to because this thing is also locked to AT&T. I found out because yeah, I'm not making that mistake again. I'm going to outright buy a 16 Pro or whatever. The bigger question I have for you though, hardware aside, when is the new version of iOS out?
Monday.
Oh, like this Monday?
Monday. Yeah.
Ooh, I thought it was longer than that. Okay.
No, it's Monday.
I've seen a lot of cool things on TikTok that people are talking about. Like, what are you excited about in iOS 18?
So I've actually been running it. I installed the last public beta, and I've installed the release candidate when that came out. Honestly, the only thing that I really like is the new control center. You can customize control center. You can have multiple pages now.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the feature I use the most. I do have some green bubble friends, and I have noticed that RCS has improved those threads. But no more, so and so loved message and then message in quotes. It actually works. Yeah.
Okay, that's a step in the right direction.
Yep. So,
have you played with any of the changing of the colors of the icons on the screen?
I have no interest in that. None.
Really?
None. No.
Apple seems to really show that off.
I think all their pictures are ugly too. In my opinion, when you get those tints on there, I don't know. I have yet to see. I mean, I'm sure somebody out there has made an absolute beautiful home screen with tints and it's all pretty and it looks good, but the photos on Apple's website all kind of look
they
bad.
Really don't make it look good, right?
No, they don't. So
I don't know who that's for.
I don't either.
I like all my little colored icons. It's how I know where things are.
Yes.
They all start to look the same.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, because the Threads icon and the Instagram icon, if they were the same color, although at this point it's kind of muscle memory for me, I guess, opening some of these apps. But still, you get my point. It's not good.
No, it's not good.
Not good. So you said Control Center is the big one for you.
That's the big one for me, yeah.
Any other ones you get excited about? Or?
I mean, the settings app is a little more sanely organized, but I'm what I'm really excited for, because I have not installed the new version of Mac OS on anything yet. I am really excited for iPhone screen mirroring on the Mac.
Oh, right. So now you can
Yep.
Yeah.
So I could just put my phone in standby off to the side and then just have a copy of it on my desk, so I don't have to grab my phone to 800 times a day out of just sheer habit. So yeah. It also means that I can I am using the Reddit app more on my phone. That's the primary way that I look at Reddit these days. So it does mean that I can scroll Reddit while I'm on meetings at work and nobody will know. So yay.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, buddy, when will your phone arrive?
Friday. Next Friday.
Oh shit. Yeah. God, I forget how deep in September we are already.
Yeah. Pre-orders were yesterday morning. So I ordered the phones, and I'm gonna have a big old box from Apple with a whole bunch of crap in it on Friday. It's gonna be exciting.
That you have to be home to sign for.
Yeah, but I mean, where am I gonna go, Drew?
I get it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, since you're not feeling well, that's kind of all I needed to hear.
Cool,
so what do you say we get out of here?
Yeah. Doingtheirbest.com. You can, find show notes, contact links, and everything you need. And hey, thanks for listening.